Delta Stewardship Council is called to order. The chair notices the presence of Mr. Fiorini, Supervisor Natoli. Patrick Johnston will be here shortly. We're going to operate as a subcommittee pending the arrival of Mr. Johnston. As you note, there are a bunch of staff guys around here wearing ties, an uncharacteristically formal session, perhaps attributable to the fact that today is the last day for our executive director, Mr. Grindstaff, last meeting. Also for Kurt Miller, our legislative person who is somewhere in this room or was somewhere in this room and isn't around. And our new executive officer is sitting over here to the left. And so it's unduly formal, but I guess when there's a change at the top, everybody gets nervous and they dress up, right? Is that why you have a tie on, Supervisor?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I'd just like to note that, and we'll be referencing it later in the session. One of the things we were going to do, Mr. Stevens, you have an oath of office?
No, I don't.
Well, we're going to pass until we get a quorum, so we can get the oath of office here, and I can administer that to our incoming executive director. And we'll go from there.
You may have to wing it, Mr. Chair.
Pardon?
Just figure out that oath of office. You may just have to wing it.
Well, you'll recall. Let's see. Who was it who had to do it? When Obama was sworn in as president, the Chief Justice kind of mumbled incorrectly the oath of office, and they had to come back the next day and do it all over again.
I think it begins with "Dearly Beloved."
It does not begin with "Dearly Beloved," but I appreciate the reference. Okay, starting with Mr. Johnston, let's establish a quorum, please.
Johnston here. Fiorini here.
Eisenberg here.
Natoli here.
Okay, we have 4 members present. Mr. Stevens is going to get an electronic version of this, if nothing else, to proceed, and we'll come back to that in a few minutes on the agenda. The legislature is out of session. Mr. Miller may be telling you that. It's no surprise. Sacramento seems pleasantly quiet. The downtown is not populated by herds of anxious citizens and lobbyists and governmental officials all that much, and so things are relatively quiet. The governor has until the end of this month to sign, veto, or allow to go into effect without his action legislation. And then after that, rumor has it that he will be interested in a certain November activity coming up in various ballot measures full time. I have no other items to report to you except that the change in staff has got everyone both sad and anxiously looking forward with enthusiasm to the future, and we will proceed to that later. Mr.